This is Carl at National RV Detroit, and I'm going to walk you through this 2018 Zinger model 328 SB. Alright, I'm just going to quickly go over some of the features. Of course, this is your fresh water fill here. The most common way to get water into the trailer is through the city water intake, but if you're camping someplace that doesn't have plumbing on the campsites, you can pre-fill your fresh water tank, use the onboard pump and pump it from here. Okay, so all the plumbing works just like you have city water, except you'd be pumping from the tank. This is just a signal out for a TV, and this is plugged. Now this is your black tank flush here. So basically, after you dump your black and then gray tank, you'll leave the black tank valve open. You can hook the hose at the dump station onto here. It'll spray out your black tank, clean off the sensors really well, that sort of thing, okay? This is just an outside kitchen. You have a refrigerator, obviously, and a pull-out cooktop here. Okay, so this, let me see if this is plugged in or you have to plug it in. Hold on. So this one you have to, I'm sorry about my camera work here. This one you have to plug in. So there's the male end of it right here under this cap. So what you would do, down here there's going to be, right here actually, that's a quick connect fitting to, so you can plug your cooktop right into the LP system and draw from the tanks. So keep in mind, if you're going to use this, you have to plug it in. Alright. You have a power awning with an LED strip, outdoor speakers. Keep in mind that this vent here is a range hood vent. So if you're going to use the fan in the range hood vent inside to vent to the outside, you always want to open the baffles, or the baffle, and there's little tabs on each corner. You can flip them into the open position, and then the baffle will flap freely. So when you're venting, you want it to flap freely. That's important, obviously. Otherwise, you just keep it closed. Okay, pass-through storage. That, you can see your crank is right down there. That's a 3/4 inch crank for your stabilizers. Okay. Now, if your powered tongue jack was to fail, you can always take this cap off and you can crank it manually. If you have a socket set, you'll find something that'll fit on there to get you through that. This is in case you wanted to hook up a solar battery charger. It's the Furion brand, just so you know what that is. This one, I have to sort of look at it. Looks like it's just let me see if I can figure out what it is here. Hold on. Yeah, that's just like a cigarette lighter plug. So I don't know if he added that on himself or what. I don't think I've ever seen one right there before, but that's what that is. It's 12 volt. Okay, deep cycle marine battery. Okay, slide rooms. Okay, this is your 30 amp power cord, pulls right out of there. Okay, it's 25 or 30 feet long, one or the other. Your valves to dump your system are down here. You can see right there. You got your gray and your black valve. Keep in mind that you dump the black first because it's toilet water and waste. Then you dump the gray to sort of clean things out. Then, leaving the black tank valve open, you'd go on the other side and hook up the hose to the dump station like I showed you, and then you can actually flush the black tank out. It's a good thing to do. This is your water heater here. The switches to control it are inside the trailer. I just want to show you, this is the drain plug right here, and it goes right there, so you drain it right there. Never run this without water in the tank, so always make sure there's water in the tank before you turn it on. Alright, this is the city water connection I was telling you about, the most common way to get water into the trailer. This is just an outside shower. This is cable or satellite through to the inside of the trailer. And it's pre-wired for a backup camera. Okay, so also keep in mind the manufacturers state that you should check the roof every 90 days. So keep in mind that every 3 months or so you want to go up on the roof or have somebody go up there, look at all the sealant, make sure there's no cracking, no separation, that sort of thing. Alright, so let's go inside here. Okay, so you have a fireplace, which is also a space heater. This is the remote for it right here. Okay, you can set the timer on it. You can set the appearance of the fire, the fan speeds off, low and high. that sort of thing. It works on 110 AC, so you can heat this room anyway without using your limited supply of LP. Now keep in mind, this switch right here, fireplace or microwave, you can't run both at the same time, so I've got it on fireplace right now, obviously. But if you were going to use the microwave, you'd have to switch positions, okay? This is a GFCI here. So all the plugs in the trailer are wired through the GFCI, even the one on the inside, or excuse me, the one on the outside. So make sure you would reset it in here, okay? So. All right, so you have your slide rooms, your awning. You have a power awning. Never leave it out unattended, of course. You're not going to be out at the campsite. Roll it in. Then you have your batteries charged, fresh water, black water, 2 gray tanks, and 1 black tank. So 1 gray tank is the galley tank right here. Sometimes go with gray tank number 2. Sometimes they call it the galley tank. Depends. But it'll be for this, and then of course your other, let me get some light here, your other gray tank would be for the sink and the shower, and then of course the black tank is for the toilet. Never use the toilet without chemical and water in it, so you're going to dump out, before you start camping in it, if the black tank's empty, you're going to put about a gallon of water in it just by sipping on the pedal. And then you're going to put 1 dose of chemical in there. So you never use it dry. Always start off with chemical and water in it. All right. So your sound, there is a remote for it. Basically, you got inside and outside speakers, 2 zones, zone 1 and zone 2. You can stream off this USB here. It has Bluetooth, so you can hook up wirelessly with your phone or tablet. This HDMI here is an in. So if you want to go in the system with a portable Blu-ray player or a game machine or something, you just set it here, plug it in, and go straight into the system there. Okay? Let's see what else we have here. You can drop this tabletop into the down position by setting on these cleats here, and then fill the space in with the back cushions, and you can use this as a bed for guests. This is a LP detector. This is your thermostat. It's an analog thermostat. Try to always run the fan on auto like it is. Heat, off, fan, and cool. Fan is just the air conditioner running without the compressor. So to get the cool, you want to push it all the way so the compressor runs. But just make sure obviously when you switch from heat to cool, you reset the thermostat. You'd be surprised at how many people forget that. It's pretty basic stuff, though. Okay, I'm looking to see where our lights are in here. So let me see. This bunk folds up, as you can see, so you can lock it in the up position. You use this hide-a-bed down here. So if you have it in the down position, you can pull it out, and you got a bed here and another one here, and then another one here, obviously, and then one up here. So there's a lot you can do with it. You have TV hookup and that sort of thing. This one even has a little TV right here. Okay. The emergency windows, always keep in mind that you're just going to push this through, all the way through, and then you would grab a hold of this red tab and pull the screen out, and then you can exit that way in an emergency if you have to. Okay. Alrighty. Let me see what else we have here. Your refrigerator is a gas absorption refrigerator, so it runs on 110 AC or LP gas. So you got on. When you put it on auto, that's the most common way to use it. Auto will always seek out electricity first. If it can't find it, it'll automatically light on gas. Or if, let's say you're going from the campsite for the day, it's a hot day, and soon after you leave, the campground has a power failure, it'll sense that and automatically switch it to gas and light it on gas. Okay? So, the only other thing to know is this thing here is a thermistor. This is how you set the temperature. Let me see if I can get this in here with one hand. This is just a clip that holds it on. The thermistor is actually on the end of the wire there. So you're going to put it about like that. And like the sticker shows, the higher you go, the cooler it is in the refrigerator. So you're going to have it pushed up as high as it goes. Maybe once it starts getting cooler outside, you can back it down. But 9 times out of 10, you're going to have it up all the way. Okay, your microwave works like any other microwave. This is the range hood I was telling you about. with a light and the fan. Remember I told you about the baffle on the outside. To light this, you're just going to spark it. I don't know if when he had this lit, so it'll take a few cranks to get it here. This system had been disconnected, so there we go. So the gas is working its way up. Anyway, he's still prepping this out. This will, it just needs to, like I said, just needs to get the air out of the system. It will, it'll be working just normal once he gets done with it. The oven itself, all the way at the bottom and the back, is a pilot light back there, if you can see it. So basically you have to use a grill lighter to light it, with a long neck. You just go to pilot, depress it, hold it in, light the pilot light. Then after it lights, you hold it in for another 10 seconds, then you go to operating temperature. When you shut it off, the flame goes out obviously, but so does the pilot light. So you have to relight the pilot light each time you use it. This is the power converter here. This converts AC to DC power. So when you're plugged in, this is regular AC circuit breakers like you see at home. And they're all labeled right here. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC over here. You got 12 volt fuses here, and they're all labeled. If they blow, they'll actually light up and start glowing, so you can see through this tinted plastic. And also, this is a battery tender. So if you're plugged in, this is always going to be sensing how much energy you need for your battery, and it'll always keep it charged up. Okay. Alrighty. So I got to make a note on this to make sure it's working right. What else? Okay, so you basically you have a TV here, as you can see. This mattress does come up, and there's some storage underneath, like a foot locker sorta. Okay. All right. This is trying to see what everything is here. This is your smoke detector here. Okay. All right. Let me look around, make sure I didn't forget anything here. I think we've got it though. Okay. All right. So right now this trailer is winterized. That means there's antifreeze in the system, so it's all set for the winter. So first I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit, and second of all, remember what I said about inspecting your roof and seals every 90 days, and keep in mind that the trailer is winterized, so you'll have to pump the antifreeze out of it in the springtime. Okay? Thank you very much.